Stitchy friends, welcome to Cross My Stitches. My name is Jackie and today is Thanksgiving Day in the US. So if you're celebrating Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. If you're not in a country where you celebrate Thanksgiving, you still have lots to be thankful for. We're alive, we're hopefully well, we're with family and friends, and we're going to enjoy the day. So today is 11/24/2022, and I am so excited to be bringing you some of my finishes today. So I had a plan that I was going to finish 4 projects within the end of the year, and I've got 2 of them done, so I want to share those with you today. But before I get started, I want to give a big shout out to Heidi at Stitching Faye. She was so nice and generous with her comments about my channel, and I greatly appreciate her sending over some subscribers to me. I have lots of new subscribers, so welcome to my channel. I hope you enjoy watching what I am showing, my stitching. Sometimes I have some wool applique, which I'll have again today, and hopefully at some point I will get my punch needle out and work on some punch needle. But I have been busy trying to get these 4 projects done. So again, welcome. If you are new to my channel, this is let's start that. This is about cross stitching mostly, but I do include some other crafts in it as well because I love to sew and wool applique and punch needle and all those other kind of things. So every once in a while, I'll throw some of that in there with it. You might be interested in seeing it. And I just want to say welcome. And to my other subscribers, my faithful followers, thank you so much. You guys make it worth it for me to come on here and share what I love to do, and it's lots of fun. So I am a week late in videoing. I have been sick again, I know. Since COVID of last year, I just can't seem to stay well. But that's okay. I'm getting better again. You'll hear my voice is a little different and I may cough, and I apologize up front for that. I'll be sipping water to try to keep the cough down. I ended up, actually it all started when I got a mark on my leg, which I thought when I saw it and it was starting to get really red that it was a brown recluse spider bite. And so I went over to urgent care, showed it to them, thought, I said, I don't know. I didn't know what bit me. And it was getting quite infected, and so they looked at it and said, yeah, that's probably what it is, gave me antibiotics, and push comes to shove. Several days later, I was getting sicker and sicker and started getting fever, and it was really getting bad. And so I went and finally got into my primary care doctor. She gave me new medication, and I was out sick with fever for a few days. And now I'm just, all the congestion and stuff, I'm trying to get back from that. Don't know what it is that was on my leg because we set it out for a biopsy holiday week, so we're not going to find out probably till the following week. But it is getting much better and I'm feeling much better. So here I am today on Thanksgiving morning shooting this video because I was so excited about sharing the 2 finishes that I have. The 2 fully finishes, not fully finishes, the 2 finished FOs, finished objects. They're not fully finished. Let's see if I can make that happen for the next video. And let's get to it. I hope everybody's going to have a wonderful Thanksgiving today. If you're with family and friends, please enjoy that time with them. And hubby and I are doing Thanksgiving dinner, but this will be the first year that I haven't cooked Thanksgiving dinner. Usually we share the responsibility of cooking Thanksgiving dinner. We have a few family members over, but this year, because it's my only day off, we decided we were not going to cook a full meal, but we were going to go over to Kroger and order the Kroger Thanksgiving Day meal. So we're hoping that's going to be good. He is gone to go pick that up. All we have to do is heat it up and serve, which is awesome. Save us a lot of work and in the kitchen as far as cooking and cleaning, so we're really thrilled about that. We may even actually use paper plates too to try to save us from doing that as well. We'll see. So okay, so let's get started. So 4 projects I said I was concentrating on, 4 very old projects that I wanted done. The first one that I finished was out of this book, Home for the Holidays, Blackbird Designs. And it is the Where's the picture? There it is. Christmas garden. So I talked about it for a while about changing this down here to say something else besides Christmas garden. And I knew if I wanted to get this done that I just needed to cave, get it on there and be done with it. Because this had been floating around since 2019, I believe. Now I'm going to check myself here, because I know I have notes in my little bag. It has been floating around since, yeah, Christmas Day 2019. So 3 years waiting to get finished. So I'm like, okay, it's going to get done this year. So Christmas garden, and here is my finish. It is just gorgeous. I love how bright and cheery it is. And it is looking fabulous. Now I did not use the call for colors. This is 36 count doubloon by Picture This Plus. And I use Victorian Motto threads for the most part. Again, let me open this bag and I'll tell you what I did use. And I had the help of some wonderful stitchy friends who sent me extra floss, because after I started this project, there was no way, and it's a special, it was a, they were flosses from Victorian Motto that were special made for Christmas. So they weren't something that was readily available. So I had a couple of very sweet stitchers help me get this floss that I needed to finish this. So thank you so much. You know who you are. Greatly appreciate you. But I used 'Tis the Season Poison Apple from Victorian Motto. That's the red. For the green, I used 'Tis the Season Tortoise Shell. So there it is there. And then for the browns and golds, I used Tarnished Golds by Gentle Arts. And Chamomile from Gentle Arts. So those are the 4 colors that I used on this. And I absolutely love how bright and cheery it is. It is a, oops, got a thread rolling around there. It is just so gorgeous. I can't wait to get it framed. So now the point is, am I going to find a frame somewhere in my garage, of my bin in the garage, to see if I can get this framed and up on the wall for Christmas? Because this weekend after Thanksgiving, that is when we decorate and put the tree up. I know everybody does it a little different. Some people already got their trees up. I'm just thrilled that they do that. I wish I could do that. I could do that. Okay, let's just face it. I could do that. But I just don't. I just wait till after Thanksgiving, because I have so many beautiful Thanksgiving decorations up and fall. I hate to take them down. I want to leave them up as long as I possibly can. So that's when we do it. The weekend after Thanksgiving, I'll pull all that stuff down, bring out all my snowmen, and bring out my Christmas stuff and start decorating. That usually will take, even though I don't have a ton of stuff, it'll take me at least a good week to get it the way I want it. So that's my one big finish. Okay, on to the second one. The second one I'm just so thrilled to have done, and that is my husband's stocking. This is Christmas sled stocking from Dimensions. I am so thrilled that this year he's going to have this hanging on the mantle. And so I'm going to show you my fully finished. And it's in a roll here. I didn't actually iron this, so I'm going to try to hold it up. There we go. Look at how gorgeous it is. Oh my gosh. These kits are so worth the struggle to get them stitched. They are just absolutely the dimension, the colors, all the things. It's just so worth it to stitch these. See, this has his name on the top, Brandy. You can see all the gold. Let me see if I can let this go. This is all gold. It's couched in. All the gold braid here is all couched in. It's got gold running all the way down. So it's very sparkly. It's got beads here in the center. I don't know if you can see any of that sparkle. It has the cardinals down there, and just so pretty. So thrilled to pieces to have this done. I had my husband go through my fabric stash to see if we had anything that he would like to get it fully finished, because I thought for sure you're going to have to take me into the city because I'm going to have to get fabric to put this together. But we made a decision on it, and this is what he chose. So we're going to put this red plaid on the back, which I think will be just beautiful. I might try to put it on the diagonal. we'll see. We'll see how I end up doing it, how much fabric I have here in order to do it. And then we decided this would be the inside. So it's just got some little berries on it, and it's a tan, and they match. So let's see. So you can see the two of them together. Really cute. I think it's going to look adorable on his stocking. So hopefully by the time I see you guys next time, I'll be able to show you a fully finished stocking. I will try, because I've talked about this for well over a year, to film how I put my stockings together. And I'm telling you up front, as I always do, I learn all this stuff from Vonna. Vonna Pfeiffer, the Twisted Stitcher. She has a blog. She has a YouTube video. And that's how I learn all these finishing techniques, is watching her over and over again. And then putting my own little twist or thing, doing something a little different, maybe sometimes, sometimes not, to try to get it finished. Once I figure out how to do the finishing, then I kind of twist it to my own kind of view. So, but I will try to film it, because I've promised for a long time that I will. And hopefully I'll be able to get that done and show you how I put the stocking together. It's not hard at all. You can do it. If you have a sewing machine that can straight stitch, you can do it. If you don't have a sewing machine, you can hand stitch it. You can do it. Not terribly difficult. It's just a bunch of straight stitching all the way around it. So I'm so excited to have those done. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to offer a giveaway of the pattern to this kit. So I'm going to give the pattern, which is still intact and beautiful. I did not, hold on. Sorry. I did not crinkle damage the pattern. I'm going to pause you guys for a minute because I've got to cough. So hold on just a second, please. Okay, sorry about that. I did not use the pattern. I scanned it to PDF and did my stitching that way. So I'm going to give the picture, the pattern, any floss, anything that I have left over from the kit. You know, there will not be any fabric in the kit. But if you're interested in this pattern, and I'll be glad to send it to you. Let's just talk about, what are we going to say? So if you, and again, this is, you have to be over 18 to enter. Do not say giveaway, free, anything like that that's going to bring on the trolls that want to take it. And of course, I will check to make sure that somebody that does watch cross stitch before I give it away. And we're going to say dimensions. So there's the word dimensions right there. So mention the word dimensions to be entered to get the pattern for this. And you certainly could match up the floss, what's left. There's still quite a bit left. I don't have it here in front of me, but there's still quite a bit left, and you certainly could match it to DMC. So if you're interested in that, mention dimensions in the comments below. Okay, so what else have I been stitching on? So the third thing that I talked about, that was my 4 items that I wanted to get finished, was the Early American series. This is my oldest WIP from 2017. And I was working on block number 9, which was Molly Pitcher. This is block number 9, Early American series. And I did finish block number 9, which is, hold on just a second, let me get this unfolded. And this is on 32 count sand Lugana. I believe it's a Picture This Plus. And there is Molly Pitcher. So the only thing I have left to do is the center block, which is the Freedom block. Let's hold it out so you can see the whole thing. And then you see I have the stars running down the one side. I need to get them down on this side. And then in the very bottom there in the center, I've got to put a date. So I'm almost there. I got one more block to go. Can I get it done before the end of the year? That's the question, because I have a lot of things I want to get done. So I'm going to push myself because I've got this to finish, and then I still have, hold on. I still have, I'm trying to keep myself from coughing. I still have Miss Christmas Eve to finish, which I just have a little bit of back stitching, and then she has beading that needs to get done. So we'll see if I can reach this goal. So absolutely gorgeous. Love this. That's the border that, again, Vonna Pfeiffer, the Twisted Stitcher, that's her border that she generously gifted to everyone that's on her blog. And absolutely love this. Want to get it done. I have been planning a very long time for a patriotic wall in my living room, and it's still not up. I have a lot of stitching stuff and other stuff to add to that wall, but I just haven't got it up. I need to get on my husband. We need to set it down on the floor, figure out how it's going to go, and just get it up. So that I have been working on. I have also been working on Mr. Jingles. So I haven't got a lot done on Mr. Jingles, but I still am working on him here and there. Mr. Jingles is a Diane Arthur's Imaginating stand-up. This is what he looks like. See if I can get the glare off of him. There we go. He is quite big. He came with everything, his legs, the form, everything. Came in a kit that was gifted to me from another stitcher. And I have been working on him. And if you've watched me before and seen me show this, you know that I'm changing his face. I decided to take out the stitch nose and the cheeks, and I'm going to make a 3D nose for him. And this is where I'm at. And you can see how big this is. This is 11 count Ada, this kit. So, and he's like bigger than my face. So he's going to be huge. But this is where I'm at. So I'm working on these little birds on his sweater. The sweater still goes down to probably about here. So I still have quite a bit. And on 11 count, 4 threads over 1. It does take quite a bit of thread to stitch this up. They all came with the kit. So you can see if I fold this back down, I'm right here. I still have all this sweater and this white to do before I reach the end. And then I got to figure out his nose and get him put together. So, but I love Mr. Jingles. He is just absolutely gorgeous. I have a plan to do a Mrs. Jingles with the same design elements, but changing up the sweater and giving her the rosy cheeks and doing little things different to make it look like a little female. Will that happen in the next year? Probably not. But it will happen. It will happen. One of these days I will retire and I'll be able to do all these wonderful stitching things that I want to do. Next, I can't remember if I've showed this at all or not, but I was working on Prairie Schooler 2021 Santa, the Woodsy Winter Woods. I have done multiple of these. If you haven't seen, I have a video. I will post a link to the video below on how I finished my Santas go on my tree. I have several of them completed. I'm still working on them. I keep telling myself that I'm going to work on 3 a year until I get caught up and get them all done, but that hasn't happened. This is the first one I've worked on this year. So I really need to get busy with those. And they're all being stitched on a 36 count, hold on, I got my thread stuck here, 36 count flax linen. Hold on just a minute. 36 count flax linen, and this is where I'm at with them. Now you can see I changed my little raccoon to gray. Around here I've seen gray squirrels. I've not seen any brown squirrels. Raccoons. The raccoons. There's no squirrels on this. The raccoon. So you can see he's gray instead of brown. And I've started the fox down here. I got all of Santa done. I just got to get the little partridge up here and the little goodies and then finish this out. So hopefully I can get that done the next few days. And then maybe I'll get an opportunity to start on a second one. We'll see. So I was working on that. And then the last thing that I was working on is my couple of claws. So I'll post a picture here. They are PDF. I'll link below the designer and where to purchase it on Etsy. I've shown before, but I have a lot of new subscribers, so I'll show, hold on. All my needles are getting stuck on my thread. This was Santa Claus, and he's all finished, waiting. Don't look at my nails. Please don't look at my nails. They look like hell, to put it mildly. They all broke off. They all started chipping. All this medication that I was on just wreaked havoc on my body, and my nails just went to hell. But anyway, that's Santa Claus. And Mrs. Claus right now is right here.
I'm still working on her. I got all her hat done, which I've worked in the last couple days. I'm working down here to get all her top of her shirt done, or whatever it is, her outfit, and then get her finished. I'm really hoping that I can get them finished and get them FFO'd before Christmas. So that is my plan for that. Okay, so that was all my stitching. So I am going to show you what I have acquired on cross stitch supplies, and then we'll flip over to wool applique and I'll show you what I was doing there. So we're going to continue and do like a little mini, I don't like to call it haul, I like to call it is my stash acquisitions, because I'm a collector and I haven't done a lot of collecting lately, but because money's tight, but I seem to have amassed some things in the last 3 weeks, so let's share them. The first is which I picked this up at Hobby Lobby, a half off, and I really love it. They are little wooden snowflakes. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them. You can see they're only a couple inches, but there's a ton of them in here. There is 54 pieces and I got it for $2. So that was quite a deal. So I'm going to do something. I'm going to paint them. I might paint them and put glitter on them and hang them for my Halloween tree. You've seen the tree I had with all the Halloween. I might do that with these. I also picked up at the Walmart this little fall. Well, I got at 90% off, so it was 39 cents when they did their fall clearance, and it was just so cute. I couldn't get it. So that'll get put in my fall decorations and put up next year. It's embroidery, which was really cool. Along with that, I also picked up a bunch of fat quarters from Walmart, because after Halloween and fall, it all went on clearance. So, of course, 19 cents a piece, 90% off. You'll love my Walmart. They don't fool around with clearance. They're like, we got to get it gone. So it goes from 50 to 75 to 90 within 7 days. 7 days, they're done. They want it out of here. So I got that stuff. I picked up from an unload group a bunch of stuff. One of it was this fabric, which I thought was pretty cool. It is a 20 count, and it is like a blue plaid, which I thought was pretty good. It's a good size. I only paid a couple bucks for it, and I'm going to do something with it. I don't know what, but I think a snowman would look cool on that with the blue and the, so we'll see. So I picked that up. I also picked up some pretty fall, or not fall, but Halloween colors of floss on Unload. This is all part of an Unload group. As well as a Water Lilies Marigold, and it is a watercolors, Karen watercolors. It's a thicker floss. It'll be great for my wool applique in a fall theme. So I picked that up. I picked up some magazines because I like this. I wish they would put this in digital form. I wish they would come out with a CD with all these magazines, the cross stitch and needlework magazines, because the patterns in these particular magazines are really good. So I did pick up 1 copy, 2 copy, and then for some strange reason I ended up with this one twice. And the reason I was hunting this one was because of that Santa moon. Where is it? Hold on, let me see if I can find it. He's here somewhere. This magazine's not that big. I want to show you something else in a minute too that's really cute. Here he is. So I was hunting down this Stitchy Linda on Instagram. She has this as a whip, and I don't think she's finished it yet, but I absolutely loved it, wanted to get it. So I ended up with 2 copies of it, but I thought this was super cool too. Not that anybody does this to their sweaters anymore, but I thought that was just, look at that sweater. Just love it. Look at the sandals. The Santas looking like angels is just too adorable. So anyway, that was a magazine I picked up twice. Didn't need it, but I got it twice. Omnibook of Winged Things. And this has some cool things in it too. I absolutely love this bee. I don't know if you could see that. The bee with the flower is absolutely adorable. And then on the back, it has, is it on the back? No, it's not on the back. Let me see. Can I find it?
Oh, here it is on the inside cover. I love these. The dogs and the cats in heaven. Look at that. So if you've ever had a dog and a cat that has gone to heaven and you want to do something nice, look at the different dogs and cats that are on there that you can do. And this one in the middle kind of looks like Paisley to me. So of course she hasn't gone to heaven yet, but I just thought that was so cool to do a memorial to a loved one and a pet. It's got lots of cute designs. When pigs fly, which is really cute. So I picked that up, a couple bucks. Picked up A Wish for You, Blackbird Designs. This one here is Glory B, Born to Stitch, Forced to Work. That's how I feel. So of course I had to get that. I've been collecting these Stitchy kitties. Every time I see one, I can get it at a decent price. This one is Christmas Kitty Moon. All the kitties are shaped like moons with the different holidays. I thought that would be so cute to do those and switch them out for the different seasons. And I love that little paw. Look how cute that is, a little ornament. This one is a Dimensions pattern, Summer Homes. I love the birds, bird houses. Thought that was really pretty, colorful. So there it is there. I think it cost me $1 maybe. Becky Boo. There's certain Becky Boo patterns that I just absolutely love. Her stand-ups are just phenomenal. I have several of those. And this one here was a snowman one. Love the snowmans. This one's called Made in America. And he is a snowman. So anytime I see the snowmen, I pick those up. I found this one. We talk about Fancy That all the time. I said that there was a Frankenmonster one that I had ordered, was waiting on. Here he is. Look how cute he is. I'm going to get in close because he is adorable. He is adorable. He'd make up a fabulous stand-up. So that's probably what's going to happen to Frankenmonster. So love him. And then, of course, I couldn't hold off any longer. Jen Stitching Niche on her website had a sale, and I think it was 20% off anything in stock, and I just had to get Teresa Kogut's Halloween book. So I couldn't resist. So I was thrilled to get this book. So I'm sure everybody has seen this book by now. It is chock full of just absolutely fabulous designs. And then my last but not least is my Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine, which I absolutely love. So many cute things. I just absolutely adore this mitten and Punch Needle. You got Misty Luminous Fiber Arts on the front cover there. Another Punch Needle is just gorgeous. You got Stitching with the Housewives on the back here and a couple others. And just a absolutely fabulous magazine. Absolutely fabulous magazine. So that is all my stitchy stuff. And we're going to flip over, I don't think I'm forgetting anything, and talk about wool applique. So I'm going to pause this for a second, clean up my mess, grab what I want to show you on wool applique, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. So wool applique. Let's show you what I've been working on in wool applique. And I feel like I'm forgetting something, so I may be looking around the room trying to remember what the heck it was that I was going to show you guys. I do have a fully finished object in wool applique, and it came out of this book right here, Primitive Quilts and Projects. This is a fabulous magazine. Not only does it have a lot of quilts and stuff in it, also has wool applique, which is, this is the one that I completed right there. And it has sometimes some punch needles, sometimes some stitching. And I really enjoy the magazine. It's got such beautiful projects in it. And if you have never tried wool applique, I'm telling you, you need to try it because it is easy to do. It is not as hard as cross stitch is to do. You can get it done. I'm sorry if you hear that noise. That's my air conditioner right outside my window, which is the heat is on. And you don't need, I don't need a magnifier to do the stitching. I can do it just with a good light, and I am horrible. I have to have a magnifier to do any kind of cross stitch except for 11 count and 14 count. And so you really enjoy it. Get a small project, try it. I'm telling you, it is lots of fun, and it is a very quick gratification because most of the time you can get projects done fairly quickly. So, but this is the project that I did right here, this wool mat, and I really wanted to get that done for fall, and it is done. And I am so excited to show it to you, and here it is. That is my wool mat. It is a wonderful size. It's sitting on my dining room table, and I'm still thinking I might back this with another piece of wool to stabilize it a little more. We'll see, but I'll bring it in close. You can see all the stitching on each of the leaves, the flowers, all different. It's hard to see the stitching on all of it, but it does try to catch the lint. Try to catch all the different stitching on it. It's applique stitches, easy to do. All the vines have stitching running all the way through them. So, and that's it. I am so thrilled to have this done. There is a second one that is a Christmas one, and that's not going to happen this year, but I'm definitely going to do it because I love this series of mat. It's big. I have a big flower vase sitting on top of it with my fall flowers, and it is just gorgeous. I love it. So glad to have that done. It was a lot of stitching, but it was worth it, and it was pretty quick. So I was glad to have that done. Part of my issue with wool applique is, much like stitching, I have way too many projects going at one time. I start one thing and then I get distracted by another, and it's squirrel, squirrel, squirrel constantly. So I'm going to show you some of the things that I have going that are mid progress right now. One of which is this one I started early in the year, and I'm still not done with it, but it is called Snowflake Village. This is by Diane Knott. She has a shop on Etsy, and they're just a series of 4 pillows. And right now I've got one done, but I haven't backed it and stuffed it, and another one is appliqued on, but it's not stitched on. So let me see if I can get this out of here. I've got threads everywhere here. This is my is it fully finished? No, it's not even fully finished. I take that back because it's supposed to have trees in the snow below, and I still haven't done that, but this is what it looks like. So this is where I'm at with it. You can see it has all this stitching, all the stitching is in there. I've got stars in the top, and it's supposed to have little green trees here, like you can see on these here on the bottom. So I need to get busy and get those little trees in green in there, and at least get one pillow done before Christmas, before winter. Well, it is a winter scene though, so thankfully it's not a Christmas scene. So I have all winter to try to get these done. So that's the first one, and I'm going to get that done this weekend and get it backed and stuffed, and at least have one. This is the second one, and I've just started on it. It's, you know, you can see the white right here. There you go. You can see the string hanging here. I'm just starting it here. But these are small. These are only like 4x4 little pillows. And you could do this. This is not 100% wool. These, when I started these, I was just starting out, and it is a wool blend, which I got off of Etsy. But it's still a lot of fun. Love it. And enjoying working on it. The mat I did is in wool. It is in wool. There might be, I think one of the leaves is a wool blend, but the rest of it is 100% wool, and I absolutely love it. But I've been working on these. I still haven't finished them. Don't know why, because I got squirreled into other things, especially that mat. I wanted to get that done. So I'm working on that. I started working on, and I knew I forgot something. I'm going to pause you for a minute. Okay, so I wanted to make these little Santa ornaments. I'm trying to get this needle out of the way, which are so cute. I found this pattern on Pinterest. This is what it looks like. They're little star Santas, and then you stuff them, and you can put a ribbon on them and hang them from your tree or wherever you want to hang them. I mean, just so adorable. So I made a bunch, I've cut out a bunch of fabric for this. Let's see how many I got here. Hold on. I've got 3 Santas going, so there's the second one, haven't done any stitching on them. There's the third one, haven't done any stitching on him yet, and then there's a bunch of backing pieces, so I have a bunch of the star backing pieces to do it. My problem with this is I bought some some felt over at Hobby Lobby to do it with, because I didn't have really, at the time, I didn't have a red to do this with. And my problem is now being, as I'm stitching, because it's fully red on the back, and then everything else is appliqued on, that as I'm stitching, and I don't know if you can see it or not, as I'm stitching, no you can't, the red from the wool is pulling through to the white. So I'm like, that is not the look that I'm looking for. So I stopped working on them because I got frustrated with them. See, everybody has a fail. It's a trial and error kind of thing. And so I got totally frustrated with these, and I stopped stitching on it, trying to figure out how I can do this and not have that red pull through. And I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. So I've got them like this far, and I've stopped. So I'm not sure I'm going to finish them or how I'm going to finish them. But I also thought I could definitely stitch together my stars and stuff them, and then do some embroidery on the front of the stars. So I may do that. We'll see. Will I get it done for Christmas? Probably not now. I've kind of lost my drive for it. It kind of, I just got frustrated with the red pulling through to the white on the felt. I really need to do them with wool, I guess. But it's probably because it's red and white. If it had been any other color besides red, you probably wouldn't have noticed it. And then I decided I wanted to make gingerbread. Now I showed last time this fabric that I dyed. I said I was going to make some gingerbread men out of them. Well, I cut out my gingerbread men. Here they are, cute as can be, fronts and backs. And I still have to embroider on the front and put their faces on and stitch them together. So I haven't done that yet either, because I got distracted with my stitching and other things. So I have my 2 gingerbread men here with that fabric that I hand dyed, and I need to get those done. And the horrible part about all this is I'm always usually very late with starting Christmas projects, and then they don't get done in time for the Christmas that I start them in. So, but I'm going to work on these. Hopefully I can get some, and it's very minor, what these are. I got to stitch their faces, put some embroidery down them. It's going to be either a Christmas tree or holly berries, or mistletoe. I have a design for mistletoe too, so that might be that. Put a little bow with a button on it, stitch them together, stuff them, and they'll be done. So we'll see if I can get that done before the next video. And is that all my wool applique that I've been fooling with? I think so. I think so. I did get a couple of more jackets from Goodwill that were 100% wool. One of them was 100% wool. One of them was, I want to say 80% wool, but the fabric was so adorable as far as the color and the shading that I couldn't resist it. So I'm going to show you a picture here what the jacket looked like when I bought it. And then I cut it apart and felted it in the washing machine. And so I have all these fabric. After I cut the jacket apart, this is what it looks like. So that was one of the sleeves. And I don't know if you can see it or not. It doesn't show, it's a more mauve than, oh, more mauve than that. It's real mauve, and it's a mottled, it's like a light and dark shading in it. You can't see it, you guys can't see it, but it is just so pretty in person. So I cut up this jacket. It's a thinner wool, but it is, you can kind of see it there. It is really pretty, and it's more mauve-y than that. It's more pinky mauve than this. This is showing pretty red, but it's more pinky mauve. And there's a lot of fabric here from a jacket, from a coat. So we're talking about just big pieces. We're talking about 1, 2, 3. There's another sleeve, 4. And then it's got some smaller pieces. So you can see there's a lot of wool, and this isn't all of it. I have some sitting on the counter on my desk here, but that's a lot of wool for projects. And the jacket cost me This particular jacket, I believe, I didn't get it for 50% off. It wasn't on the 50% off. So I think I paid $6 for all this wool, which is just awesome. And it takes time. It takes time to cut it apart, to go throw it in the wash, felt it, throw it in the dryer. But it's worth it to me. This one here, I got it half off. And it is a red one. It is a heavy wool. And I was thrilled to pieces. When I started taking this apart, because of the construction of the jacket, it wasn't in strips. So it was in big pieces. Hold on. I mean, it's in big pieces. So, I mean, and it's red. It is Christmas red. It is gorgeous, but look at how big the pieces are. It's definitely not in strips. So it is, and it's a heavy wool. This is fabulous for Christmas projects. So I've got this all cut out. And of course I started the snowmen or the Santas before I got this jacket done. But just big, big pieces of red. You can see the one spot where the hole is, that's where the pocket was on the jacket. So this was up, yeah, it goes like this. This was the collar part, and then it wrapped, and it was a beautiful, beautiful coat that will cost me $3.50 for all this wool. Lots of fun to go and find stuff that you can buy. Here's another piece, another nice big, big piece. So, I mean, it was in huge sections. So I'm gonna love using this wool on projects for Christmas for next year. And I may start some early. So that was lots of fun. And then I got this skirt, because again, I got it at half off. And it is a beautiful, it is a polyester, 97 polyester spandex. But the reason I got the skirt was, number one, it's a beautiful skirt. I wish I could fit into it. Look at that beautiful green. But because I thought it would be a beautiful backing fabric to projects. It is almost velvety. It's not really velvety, but it would make backing for pillows. It's just a beautiful, look at the color. Beautiful green. And I absolutely love the skirt. I'm not getting into this skirt. It's a size 14. I'm not getting into that. But it is absolutely gorgeous skirt. So I said for half off, and I think it was $2, I will use that fabric for backing for something. So lots of fun enjoying the wool applique and doing projects and stuff. I did get some wool applique acquisitions, and I'll share those with you because I'm really excited about one of them. So I did find this book over at the Hobby Lobby, and it is Christmas Patchwork Loves Embroidery, and I thought these designs were so stinking cute and easy. Stem stitch embroidery or back stitch embroidery and following a pattern to embroider. So many cute designs with patchwork quilts as well. So if you're a quilter, and I'm not going to worry about showing the patterns because they're just drawings, but just adorable. Look at, there's just small embroidery pieces put together on a quilt. Can't wait to try this, see if I can do it. I don't see why not. Lots of just line drawings and stuff, which are really easy. Some tags showing you how to put together some quilts. I think they have a tree skirt too, which it's in hexagons, which I still don't have a tree skirt. I use the dog's blanket. I take the dog's blanket away from him during the tree time, and I wrap it around my tree. That's horrible to say, but that's what I do because I like the blanket, and that's what I use it for. So just a cool, cool book. Cost me $6.24 on clearance, so I picked that up. And then I also went on Amazon and got Buttermilk Basins Ornament Extravaganza. So lots of just small ornament type wool applique. So lots of cute designs in this as well. And they're just little dinky ornaments. It wouldn't take no time at all to do. And then Jerome Thomas is a company that supplies wool applique kits. And I saw this, he advertised this one, and I was like, I have to have it because it was so adorable. And they send it so nice in a little package here, all packaged up. And it is the complete kit with everything except for the thread. And it is Santa riding a reindeer called Dashing Away. And I'm going to try to, well, let me see. Let me pull it out. Look at how cute that is. Is that not the cutest thing you have seen in a long time? And we'll applique. And it comes complete with all the goodies you need to complete, except for the thread, which I just use DMC thread. That's what I use. That's what I have. That's what I use. I wish I had some Val Downey threads to use, because a lot of people use Val Downey with it, but it's expensive. I can't afford to buy Val Downey threads. So I'm going to enjoy doing that and hopefully have that done before next Christmas. And I think that's it for my wool applique. I think I shared everything. Hopefully I will get some stuff done and be able to share it. With the holidays here and everything, work's getting busy. The only other thing that I haven't shared is I always love to share what I got at the Peddler's Mall. I went a couple weeks ago before I started getting sick, and I found these cool objects that I just needed for my holiday displays. And the first one is snowmen, because I can't resist snowmen, especially when it's only $6. And it is snowmen on a sleigh. Look how adorable that is. There's my snowmen all having a joyous time on a bobsled with all the presents. And again, $6. How could you not put this on my mantle for the winter? So I love him, love them. And then I got these little ornaments, $1.09 a piece, and I couldn't pass them up because they are cardinals. So the first one is Bird Watcher with the little cardinal with the binoculars. So there he is. It says Bird Watcher on him. He's holding his binoculars. And there he is. Too adorable. So that's the first one. My second cardinal is just a pretty cardinal. These are all from the same designer. I'm not sure who it is. It doesn't have a name on it, but just absolutely adorable. There he is, hanging with his little branch. The third cardinal says Merry Christmas. So cute. And then the fourth one is not a cardinal, but a bluebird, because I just thought he was adorable too. Had to get him. And he also says Merry Christmas in his little bluebird. So those will be hanging on my Christmas tree or on my Halloween tree, one or the other. And so excited to have those. I think that's it. My plans are to continue working on Early Americans. I gotta get that done. Got that one block left. I want to get that completed. I also need to pull out Miss Christmas Eve, take a look at her, get her on the scroll frame, and then figure out if I'm going to be able to get that beading done in time. I am on a deadline, and I am determined to get these big projects done. I have so many other projects waiting to be worked on, and these 4 were hindering me from getting that done, so I'm excited that I've got 2 done. I have a little over a month left. I still have 2 to go, so we'll see if I meet that deadline. I need to start my winter version of Welcome Winter, because winter starts December 20th, I believe, and I really need to have this done before then so I can get that in the frame, because this is the last one of the seasonal ones that I need to get done. And I'm going to have to get this, and they go pretty quick, so I need to get it kitted up. and figure out what colors I'm using, because I usually don't, because it calls for dinky dyes and stuff. I usually don't use that. I use a combination of whatever I have. And, excuse me, and I want to get this finished so I can get it in that frame. Then I can start working on the ones that are the holiday ones that go in between it all, because I really would like to just flip that frame out constantly. And I think that's it. Santa and Mrs. Claus needs to be finished. Prairie Schooler needs to be finished. Lots of stuff that I need to get finished and find the time to get it done. I think that was it. I don't think I have anything else that I wanted to share. I hope everybody has a wonderful holiday weekend if you're in the U.S. or in, I don't think Canada does. I think Canada has a Thanksgiving or whatever. I don't think it's the same day. I don't know. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. What other countries celebrate Thanksgiving? I know it's a U.S. holiday. I don't know if England does. I'm not sure. I should have looked that up before I started talking. But I hope everyone enjoys their weekend. I'm so glad you stopped by to visit with me today and let me share my love of cross stitch and wool applique with you. It's really fun to show off what I've been working on. I love going to everyone's Instagram account if you're not a Flosstuber and seeing what you're working on Instagram. My Instagram account is up here at Cross My Stitches. Please come on over. I try to post. I haven't posted in the last few weeks because I wanted to surprise everyone with these fully finishes, so I didn't want to share them on there. I will go back now and start posting those on Instagram. If you have an Instagram account and not sure if I'm following you, post it below. Let me make sure that I'm following you so I can see what you're working on as well. If you have any questions about anything that I've shown, you can also ask them down below. I will answer any questions that I receive. And if I feel like it's something that other people will benefit from, I'll also talk about it on the channel. Thank you so much, everyone. Thrilled to be able to share with you today. And I will see you in 2 weeks. Bye.